Good morning, everyone. I want to continue with the Holy Week series, and this time I'm going to begin in chapter number 26 in Matthew, and I want to go into the Passover meal. So we'll start at the first verse. And it came to pass when Jesus had finished all these sayings, he said unto his disciples, Ye know that after 2 days is the feast of the Passover, and the Son of Man is betrayed to be crucified. So he's telling them what's going to happen within the next few days. Then assembled together the chief priests and the scribes and the elders of the people unto the place of the high priest, who is called Caiaphas, and consulted that they might take Jesus by subtlety and kill him. So they were already plotting to kill him. But they said, Not on the feast day, lest there be an uproar amongst the people. Now when Jesus was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and powdered it on his head as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, To what purpose is this waste? For this anointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. When Jesus understood it, he said unto them, Why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work unto me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me you have not always. For in that she has powdered this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, whosoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this, that this woman hath done, be told for a memorial of her. So she was actually preparing Jesus Christ for his death, because he knew that he was going to die. He said, the poor will always be with you, but I won't. And that what she did will be a memorial. And we all read it in the Bible all the time. Now let me go on to verse 14. Then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, which went into the chief priests, and said unto them, What will you give me, and I will deliver him unto you? And they covenanted with him for 30 pieces of silver. So that was his deal with the devil. And from that time he sought an opportunity to betray him, Jesus. Now the first day of the feast of the unleavened bread, the disciples came to Jesus, saying unto him, Where wilt thou that we prepare for thee to eat the Passover? So where are we going to have the Passover meal? Verse 18, and he said, Go into the city to such a man, and say unto him, The master saith, My time is at hand, and I will keep the Passover at thy house with my disciples. And the disciples did, and as Jesus had appointed them, and they made ready the Passover. Verse 20, Now when the eve was come, he sat down with the 12. This is the Last Supper. Verse 21, And as they did eat, he said, Verily I say unto you that one of you shall betray me. And they were exceedingly sorrowful, and began every one of them to say unto him, Lord, is it I? And he answered and said, He that dippeth his hand with me in the dish, the same shall betray me. The Son of Man goeth as it is written of him, but woe unto that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It had been good for him if he had not been born. Then Judas, which betrayed him, answered and said, Master, is it I? He said unto him, Thou hast said. And as they were eating, Jesus took bread. So there you go. Jesus knew it was him, and Judas knew it was him. So now I'm going to be on verse 26. And as they were eating, Jesus took the bread and blessed it, and broke it, and gave it to the disciples, and said, Take, eat, this is my body. Now I do want to back up a little bit. They were sitting at the Passover meal, and in the Passover meal, they always left a seat open for the Messiah, because the Jews were waiting for the Messiah. So the seat was left over at the table. And guess who went and sat in the seat that was there for the Messiah? Jesus did. Jesus went and sat in the empty seat that was kept empty since the Passover when the Israelites came out of Egypt with Moses, until that very day when Jesus Christ himself sat in that designated seat. And that meant a lot to the Jews, because he was saying that he is the Messiah and he has fulfilled the covenant. So let me go back and read that again. Verse number 27 or verse number 26. And as they were eating, Jesus took the bread and blessed it and brake it and gave it to disciples and said, "Take, eat, this is my body." And he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it to them, saying, "Drink ye all of it, for this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins." And that was the first supper. Verse number 21, "But I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of the vine until the day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom." This will be the last time, he said. And when they had sung a hymn, they went out unto the Mount of Olives. Then Jesus said unto them, "All ye shall be offended because of me this night. For it is written, I will smite the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock will be scattered abroad. But after I am risen again, I will go before you into Galilee." Peter answered and said unto him, "Though all men shall be offended because of thee, yet will I never be offended." Verse 34, Jesus said unto him, "Verily I say unto thee, that this night before the cock crows, thou shalt deny me thrice." Peter said unto him, "Though I should die with thee, yet will I not deny thee." Likewise also said all the disciples. I'm going to stop here at verse 35, and I'm going to pick up with the Garden of Gethsemane and when they take Jesus on the night before in the wee hours of the morning on Good Friday in the next video. God bless.